We're back again for another replay commentary. And today we'll feature another replay of Uncle Skull's Dark Eldar facing Gambit Imperial Guard in the map of Meeting of Minds. This map is pretty horrendous for its pathfinding and lots of heavy cover scattered all across the map. But the most interesting part is every side has an easy access to a critical location. Well, there's one at the center. Gambit goes for 2 guardsmen, 1 tech priest, and another guardsman. Plants a plasma generator and an infantry command to be placed here near the front of the strategic point. That's defensive choke points. It's very easy for guardsmen to defend this side. Meanwhile, Dark Eldar, Mr. Skull goes for Dark Foundry again. We'll be expecting Alliance and maybe Reaver jet bikes. Will be interesting to see how guardsmen deal with this threat. There'll be not much defense going on the Dark Eldar side because it is very unlikely that the Imperial Guard will succeed in taking on the Mandrakes with their guardsmen. But here comes the command squad, and let's see what he'll do in early game, because command squad can actually harass effectively. Adding a priest for additional damage output and a psyker for single target damage. It looks like the command squad is gonna harass. Now let's see whether the Dark Eldar is prepared for this. They've already planted 1 listening post here. Goes for the innermost one last. Hellions is out. Command squad gets a priest. Now let's see how this engagement goes. Hellions ignores the command squad completely. Moves in instead on the enemy base. Command squad is going to take advantage of... Oh, Homunculus lap is up. That's very, very fast. The Reaver jet bike will be completed shortly and starts firing now. That's only 2 minutes 20 seconds. That's insane. Yes, that's a very fast Reaver jet bikes here. And Hellions has decapped the relic. And the guardsmen are helpless to do anything about this without command squad support. Command squad destroys a plasma generator but lost a lot of hit points on the general. Well, he made it out. That's a good damage done to the base, but now he will have a problem retreating because the Reaver jet bike can match speed with the general easily. Hellions are now chasing down guardsmen and killing them one by one. Let's take a look from the Imperial Guard side whether he can escape. Command squad takes a lot of damage, but the Reaver jet bike's firing on the move is not so good. He decides to stop instead for better accuracy. Yes, that's how you actually deal with the firing on the move accuracy. You should just move ahead of your opponent if you're faster and stop. And the general did not make it. This listening post will go down as well, I think. Upgrading this listening post for additional firepower. This defense is very, very weak, and it seems that the Dark Eldar has found the weakness in the Imperial Guard's base because there's no bunker building on this point. Listening post is cancelled, I think. Hopefully. You can see the struggle begins now for Imperial Guard. They could not complete the capture of their share of points, nor they can build the listening posts as quickly as they used to. Decides to plant a turret instead to safeguard this location. But the Reaver jet bike switched to another flank and destroys another listening post that is under construction. Cancelled just in time. Relic will get decaptured again, preventing them from getting high amount of resources. Imperial Guard is already falling behind and forced to go on the defensive. Dark Eldar is now accumulating resources in order to get enough for tier 2. 2 plasma generator has been queued up. It will get completed with no trouble. Meanwhile, the Imperial Guard is still trying to rebuild, and they have to recapture their lost relic. Second and third generator is going up for the Imperial Guard. They have 3 tech priests working around the clock, trying to get back their economy on track. But it's gonna be a while before they can start tier 2 research. Meanwhile, back in the Dark Eldar base, planetary raid has started, and once completed, they're gonna obviously upgrade their jet bikes. Homunculus Lab has started the poison blade research for the Hellions and the Mandrakes. It's pretty dangerous here for the Imperial Guard to advance any further. The best they can hope for is to take as many points as they can and fortify it. You can see here that they started another infantry command to bunker up in case another Hellion attack occurs here. And here it comes again. Hellions harassing. Will they be able to complete this before the Hellions decapture? Okay, it looks like the Hellions failed to decapture in time, and they lost a unit. A few guardsmen lost their lives, but no trouble at all. Listening post going up. Finally, on the 6.5 minute, the Imperial Guards managed to complete capture and construction of their listening posts. Meanwhile, the Dark Eldar has completed a few upgrades and now pumping out more and more jet bikes. We have how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jet bikes out. They need to get sentinels pretty quickly if they want to stop the Reaver jet bikes. And it looks like there's a tracking device attached to the to the priest here. Yes, Hellion's squad leader can actually attach tracking device, and by doing so, they get vision of the enemy unit, around the enemy unit. Pretty smart. And now he knows that the Imperial Guard is still not ready to get mechanized command. Mechanized command just goes up, still far away behind in the power resource. So they still can't get any significant amount of vehicles out yet. They're going for Sentinels first. Good choice. Might be the only way to stop Reaver jet bikes. 2 full squad of Mandrakes, fully upgraded, I bet, is ready to fight. I see a Hall of Blood as well, so it must have Mandrake corruption research as well. This point is very weak. Reaver jet bikes cautiously advance to avoid the heavy bolter turret that is upgraded with missiles. Hellions and Mandrake make really short work of the heavy bolter turrets, while the Reaver jetbikes avoid any damage from the missiles and takes down the listening post. That's a huge loss. Around 300 requisition is lost here. But the rest of the Imperial Guard army has responded to the threat and moves on to protect this choke point, and the Dark Eldar wisely pulls back to avoid too much damage being done. Chimera is out. It's an armored personnel carrier for the Imperial Guardsman. Imperial Guardsman makes another attempt to capture this critical point for additional resources, while Sentinels is out to decapture. Since the taken hold has been triggered by Uncle Skull and is now at a 2-minute counter, Sentinels tries to complete the decapture. Will they make it? No, it doesn't look like they'll make it. That's pretty serious. Now it's less than 2 minutes remaining. What will the Imperial Guard do? Not sure why he withdrew there. I think he could have completed it, but he might risk losing the Sentinel. Heavy weapons team deployed here to defend this choke point. Now they're adding their 6 power generator as well and recapturing the lost strategic point. That's a lot of resources being lost, and I see there's one priest here being killed. Command squad, 2 guardsmen already deployed here. And the Reaver jet bikes is now harassing another point, and they cannot be stopped because there's not enough sentinels to shoot down these Reaver jet bikes. Another successful harassment. That's a loss of income as well as material loss. Scourge is just sniping the hell out of this sentinel. Very effective. And a basilisk came out. Scourge is forced to retreat before taking too much damage. And finally, a Chimera managed to sneak in and and sends a guardsman to decapture the northern critical point. But this will lead to the death of many guardsmen, I think. Will they make it out before get to the APC? And the APC is being blocked. I don't think they'll make it. Witches activating combat drugs. Archon on the scene with 3 Incubus. Looks like they barely make it out. No, they don't. The Scourges are waiting over there. And now the guardsmen will get slaughtered. That's a very brutal fate. But they've achieved the objective of canceling the take and hold victory. But that doesn't really matter to Dark Elder at this point. Because right now, they're having a huge advantage in terms of military power and resources. 110 and 60 income for the Imperial Guard, 115 and 40 for the Dark Eldar, and they have capped their inventory and nearly capped the vehicle count. And they're going tier 2. That's pretty scary. All right, another. Looks like the defense is not going to be completed in time. Another attack is going to happen. And they activated the soul power to demoralize the army of the Imperial Guard, which is pretty bad since they have very little morale already. There's no upgrade being researched at all. That's pretty surprising. Tactical command has not been constructed. This Imperial Guard is collapsing. The northern front is slowly being chipped away, but the Basilisk is still firing away from such a far away distance. Might be able to deflect this attack if they just bunker up. Not sure why they're still hanging out outside the base. Get into the bunker and start firing those guns. That's it. They've lost 2 points. And yes, the Dark Eldar will have to retreat for now. No, they're not. They're going for another listening post. Might be a mistake because the field command is starting to fire plasma and the heavy weapons team has been repositioned and deployed. Dark Eldar sustaining heavy losses. We'll have to replace a lot of them. Basilisk putting in work. Look at that.
6 minutes until taking hold victory.
Yeah, that's a lot of infantry loss. I think both of the mandrakes are gone. No, one survived. Reaver jet bikes still untouched. 5 of them. I think they'll stop constructing more jet bikes at this point and go for another build. Tier 3 upgrade complete. What are you gonna go for? Oh, another attack by the Hellions, but deflected easily. Places a tracking device on the command squad. Smart play here, just to check what's going on. Might be going for another flank instead of going for another northern attack, but there are barely any defenses here. And I think he wants to deal with the Basilisk here. Good play by Gambit to place the Basilisk on 2 opposing ends, because it'll be very bad to put it all in one basket. All those Basilisk eggs. So far, Imperial Guard is having trouble making a comeback here. They're down 1 strategic point, and they can barely maintain an army here. Guardsmen are not fully reinforced here. Oh, they are putting both basilisks at the same location now. That's a bad idea. because Scourges can just fly in and blow it up to hell. Even though we have a turret here and a heavy weapons team, I still don't think it's a good choice to put this Basilisk around close to each other. Okay, Hellions coming in for another assault on the northern end. But Hellions took a heavy casualty and might get wiped here. I'm not sure why Uncle Skull does that attack here. But look at that, the friendly fire of the Basilisk has demoralized the guardsmen. Good God. Okay, they finally get the upgrade. And now they have 150 maximum morale. Good choice. Karskin coming up. What is the plan to break out here? They have a relic, so if they get a Baneblade, things might just happen. But Take and Hold is up again, and it's 3 minutes 30 seconds to victory. Scourges are now being shot upon by Basilisk. They will need to jump in or out. Jumps out again. What is Uncle Skull doing here? Massing. Oh my goodness, 2 packs of Warp Beasts. Witches Squad. 2 Witches Squad, is it? Yes, 2 Witches Squad coming in, fully reinforced. They're going for the southern point. Karskin is out. Look at this range of shooting. This could be the decisive battle. Combat drugs activated. The Basilisk is too far in front and will get taken down quickly. And that's why I say to put the Basilisk on 2 opposing ends of your base so they cannot be taken out at the same time. Scourges coming in last, of course. They're fragile and they deal a lot of damage to structures. Look at how fast the Basilisk goes down, and there'll be no more fire support for the Imperial Guard. And that goes all hope of surviving, unless the Karskin and the bunker buildings can do anything about it. Where are the guardsmen? Guardsmen are in the wrong position here. They're trying to attack from open ground. They should really jump into a building to bunker up instead of engaging Warp Witches and Warp Beasts in melee. Good God, this is... And I see a Raven here. Very rare. It's basically an air unit of the Dark Eldar that's only available in tier 2 or 3. Yeah, 3, yes. It's only available in tier 3. Ogrins are out. Sentinel is going down. It looks hopeless because look at the amount of firepower this Dark Eldar can deliver. This Warp Beast pack is just chewing up every building you've got. Ogrins are now demoralized. Karskin are now locked in close combat. Heavy weapons team will be going down soon. Okay, finally bunker up on the field command and start firing those plasma guns. Ogrins coming out after recovering morale. But still, another fire support. Oh, that took out a lot of Reaver jet bikes. Good defense going on. But the Warp Beasts are still a problem. These guys chews up everything. The command squad is nowhere to be seen. It looks like they're dead. Getting assassin. The Vindicator assassin might be a little bit too late to deliver with the Archon. Oh my goodness. Yes, it looks like a pretty conclusive end here. Score just making short work of the defenses, and it's GG. Called by Gambit. Good play by Dark Eldar. Massing and finishing things off in one go. Imperial Guard was forced on the defensive for an extended period of time and never really could mount an offensive aside from the harassment early on the worker. Well played, Uncle Skull once again showing his excellent Dark Eldar. Bullying the fuck out of Astra Militarum. Good game, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.